Hello and welcome to the Law of Money. Joining me today is Surya Bhatia, well-known certified financial planner, and we are going to talk about, well, money. The next question then that a lot of people raise, Surya, is that, I have a little bit of money. Why don't I just put it up front? I've understood that I need to be in equity. I've understood which mutual fund I want to pick. Should I just go and put it directly all today rather than going through the exercise of doing it monthly? So at a very functional level, what is the benefit that an SIP or a systematic investment planning does vis-a-vis putting it in a lump sum?
See, it's a very difficult call to answer. In case you have a lump sum money, assuming let's say I have a 10,000 rupees sitting with me for an example for easy discussion, and I want to decide whether I want to do an SIP from here, or in other words, I can even do an STP, which is a variant of an SIP, which means my money gets transferred on a periodic basis from my account, or I put my money straight away into the investment. Some people say putting money straight away into the asset class being equity is a recommended one. Someone may come and tell you, no, doing an SIP/STP is a better option. It all depends on the function of the market. If you believe long term, then whether you do a lump sum money, a direct purchase into the scheme, or you do through an STP route or an SIP route, it actually does not matter beyond a point. Unless you see markets being very expensive or you see markets being very cheap. Now that again is a function of the markets. In hindsight, everyone is very smart. Deciding today when I have to put my money in, whether markets are on a higher level, is it an expensive market or is it not? Is it a cheap market? Is very difficult to answer. Sometimes, yes, it becomes very easy to read because you can read the P, the function of the market, how expensive or cheap it is. But let's talk about today's scenario. I'm today at a P of around 26, which was way back in 2008, and when markets were at all-time high. So which means I'm back to the same level, but also I have crossed the last 9 years in transition. So is the markets expensive? Yes, they are not cheap today, but expensive, they may not be. So deciding on this factor, maybe you want to play the safer game and want to do an STP, which is likewise an SIP as I'm mentioning, and not put all your money on one day. Stagger the investment. The negative is, what happens if markets go only vertically up from here? Then you will always say, okay, I missed the bus, maybe I would have put the money in today. But that's again a hindsight call which you will take. Decide today, but prefer a SIP, STP strategy over putting your money straight away into the investment asset class with the intent to hold for a longer duration of time. Why? Simply because an SIP strategy gives me a rupee cost averaging. I put in a fixed amount of money periodically, it could be weekly, could be fortnightly, could be monthly, and based on the market levels, my units get allocated, which means if the markets are high, I'll get lesser number of units, and vice versa also holds true. So therefore, on an average basis, my rupee, which is the money I'm investing, gets averaged out. So with the probability of you making money on a higher front, it's much more strong in the case of a strategy where I use an SIP/STP.